Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hey guys, wherever you are in the world right now, welcome to another edition of New You, New Life with me, your coach, Jonna. And today we'll be continuing with this very important topic, addiction. And if you've only joined us today for the first time, where have you been? Please go to the search bar, New You, New Life, invite your friends and family, invite your neighbor, click on that subscribe button so you don't have to miss out on any more and any future editions of this channel. The world is going through a very difficult time, and whether it's financially, relationally, mental health, physical health is deteriorating, and as well as destructive coping mechanisms is on the increase, is on the rise, and one of them is addiction. And today we'll continue to look at this tree of addiction as we explored in the first two editions. We'll continue today to look at the fruit. And we've established that we identify a tree by looking at the branches, the leaves, or the fruit. And we see with this tree of addiction, it has quite a lot of unhealthy fruit. And today I would like to continue focusing on that. Thought addiction is one of the fruits on this tree. And here we have someone who's worried, anxious. This person can also show behavior of escapism, fantasy, escaping the reality, the difficulties. There's also a lot of rigid thinking as part of the thought addiction, very rigid. My way or the highway. Okay, I've done it like this for years, and you may know some people like that. There's also obsessive thinking, very obsessive, compulsively busy with thinking and planning, and very little action happening. There's also perfectionism, which is part of the thought addiction, and then repetitive behavior. These are all examples of this fruit, which I call thought addiction. Then we have, of course, substance addiction. And under substance addiction, here we have a lot of different behavior. We have a person who uses alcohol, pain medication, substance use, opiates, and all these substances with the view to relieve pain, emotional pain, physical pain. That is the drive behind it. If one were to interview a lot of people struggling, this is what you'll probably find at the end. There's also caffeine use. If you're struggling to sleep, guys, please slow down with that coffee so late at night. Not so healthy, of course. And then food and sugar addiction, and we see this quite linked a lot with eating disorder. And I will do a special edition just on eating disorders, and we will invite a guest to join us for that discussion. But the substance addictions is one that is more obvious. It's one that is more prevalent in society, and this is something that can be at times be culturally okay. For example, alcohol use, or a doctor has given you a pain medication. It becomes an excuse that the doctor has given me this, and not knowing, loved ones do not know that it gets used, abused, and obsessively. And that is why we're talking about what separates certain behaviors from addiction. And addiction is an obsessive, compulsive behavior, obsessively busy with the object or substance or certain behavior or thoughts. And then activity addiction. Here we have the adrenaline junkie, somebody who's into extreme sports, puts off a very important meeting or date just to go and have some fun. And then compulsive cleaning, what we call OCD behavior. There's also hobbies that can be quite compulsive. And then, of course, binge watching. And we see this a lot during the lockdown. We've seen more and more of this behavior. Part of that was also video gaming, games, gambling is on the increase. We see crime, it was on the increase. Exercise, and then of course spending, workaholism on the increase, okay, and a lot of illness, a person who continually go back to the doctor with an ache or a pain, and it becomes quite a focus. I hope these help you, and if you struggle, if you know of someone that's struggling, please, I would love to hear from you. Go to my DM, jstherapy@gmail.com. Go to the comment section on here. I would love to hear from you. And if you have struggled, I would love to hear what helped you. How are you coping with what's going on in the world right now? And next week, I would like to focus on that in our next edition. This is your coach, Jonna, saying stay blessed. Till next time.